Here is Dave Lucas running for County Commissioner.
That is correct. David M. Lucas, or Dave Lucas on the ballot.
What has made you want to run this time?
Well, there were a lot of considerations for wanting to run for commissioner. First, I think because of my deep concern for the entire county, the youth of the county, the citizens of the county. I think the teaching that I've done over the years, I grew very concerned about the plight of our young people who graduate from either high school or college, and they go off and never to return. And I think this was my gravest concern, was the growth of the county and jobs, businesses. All of that seemed to continue to compel me toward this decision.
What in your background, your education, or a particular characteristic in your personality do you think makes you qualified for this?
Well, I've been very fortunate to have a really good education. I graduated from high school and went right into college and got a bachelor's degree. Then I got a second bachelor's degree in theology, and I am an ordained minister. And then I went to Marshall University and got my first master's degree in communication study. And I've always been very interested in the message and the narrative and the idea that people respond to a persuasive call. My dad always told me, don't tell people how bad they already know. Tell people how good they can be and then lift them up. And I think that's probably one of the best pieces of advice I've ever been given, that my job is not to make you feel bad about yourself or about where we are, but rather to hold out a vision and say, here's where we can go, here's what we can do. And I think that's been my mission. And after that first master's, I then got a second master's degree in international relations at Ohio University, and then also graduated with a PhD. But I want to quickly add, this education doesn't make me better than anybody. It just means that I showed up. You can't get those kinds of opportunities unless you show up for class, show up with your projects completed, complete the work. And that's my goal to do this as a commissioner, is to show up, to be a full-time commissioner, and to complete the work. Let's get down to completing these tasks. We can't keep kicking things down the road. We have to solve some of these issues that we face in the county.
All right, if elected, what are the top 2 or 3 things that you want to accomplish?
Well, I've got 4, but I'll give you the top 3 at least. If we've got time, I may get to the 4th one. First of all, I really believe that for us to really bring the county back to vibrancy, which I know we can do, we have to have a 3-pronged approach to this. There's no one bullet that fixes it all. No silver bullet. What we have to do is we're going to bring businesses / jobs. We have to all work together at this. From the leadership of the commissioners to those people who are professionals, we have to have all of these folk all working together to create a climate that brings businesses and jobs to the county. Now, the way you have to do that is not only do you have to have a good-looking county, not only geographically but also culturally, we have to get folks off of drugs. And this is one of the issues, is that we've got people who are unemployable because they've been so caught up in this drug issue. So we've got a 3-pronged approach: education, recovery, and bring these businesses back and clean up the county. That can all be done with all of us working together. There's no huge expense that has to be laid out. We just all have to sit down at the table and say, let's start solving these problems by working together. If you look at the county, there's several different townships, but I'm going to put this puzzle back together and we'll make us one county, north and south, east and west, all working together to resolve the issues for everybody's prosperousness, for the happiness and the joy and the kind of strength that all of us want to see us have in the county. That prosperity we're searching for is there by working together.
And your second one, or?
I'm sorry?
Your second?
Yeah. I think that the second thing we need to do is a program that is invested in redirect. Like I said, I have been very, very excited about bringing folks out of this jail issue and get them into a recovery issue where we can have long-term therapy for all of these people who are caught up in drugs. These are not the dealers. These are not the people who are dealing in drugs or peddling it. Those people have to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But I think that these folk who are caught up in the drug issue, they can be very valuable citizens if they're just given a chance to change. And so we've got a program called Redirect. Our jobs program is called Great Jobs. Our program for these folk who are caught up in drugs, the number one issue that the county faces is redirect. These folk will redirect them back into a better lifestyle. They'll be better workers, better citizens, and they'll be a lot more happy. And the third thing I think is very important is to give our young people an opportunity to have expression in the county. And so we want to start a program that we're going to call the Lawrence County Leadership League, where young people from all over the county, not just one or two schools, but from all over the county, will have an opportunity to make expression through three particular prongs and approach. One, every program will have purpose. Every program will have a project. And every program that we have will make some sort of presentation that these young people can learn from. This won't be during school hours. We won't take away time from their schoolwork. But what we do is work with the schools so that they get a commission-led program that's designed to give them opportunities for leadership by bringing all of the groups, youth groups, 4-H, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all of these young people together to give them an opportunity for leadership in the county.
Do you think you can work with your fellow commissioners?
I'm sorry?
Do you think you can work with your fellow commissioners?
Oh, most definitely. I'm a person who believes in communication. I'm a person who believes in cooperation and collaboration. After all, how do you solve problems? By communication. You don't solve problems by walking away. You don't solve problems by quitting. You don't solve problems by trying to make somebody angry or ambushing them or bringing up something that nobody knew was coming. That's the key for the courthouse. For the secret for success is for us to communicate with the office holders, with the people in the different departments, and with each other, and with the community. With Dave Lucas, when you vote for him, you vote for communication. You vote for change. You vote for a future that's filled with work, but also success.
And why should I vote for you?
What's that?
Why should I vote for you?
Oh, well, you should vote for me because, first of all, you want a person who loves the Lord, and I do. Now, why would you want somebody who loves God? Well, because they're going to get up every day and try to do the right thing for everybody around them. That's my whole purpose in life, is to get up that day and say, how can I be a blessing to the people that I'm around today? For a person who believes that there's a solution out there for every problem we face, here's my motto. I believe firmly that there is a solution for every problem and a resolution for every conflict. So I won't stop struggling to figure out a way to solve the problem. You should vote for me because you can trust me that I'll show up for work, I'll be a full-time commissioner, and I'll be the person who will continually think about the welfare of the county above myself. That term, public service, means a lot to me. I'm going to serve the public. I don't expect the public to serve me. The citizenry, that's the boss. They are the boss. You are the boss. And that's who I want to hear from and to know how we can resolve the issues that we face comfortably, peaceably, and happily in the county.
Thank you very much.